Hi, today follow up to my video about the thermal fuse paperweight. In fact, I have a few of those thermal fuse from this one is from laser printer fuser, but it is not very clear for me if they are single use or if they will rearm after cooling down. Because if they are single use, it means you will need to replace your laser printer fuser if this triggers. So this one is given for 228 degrees. So I will try to trigger it. For this, it is connected to my multimeter, which I will put in beeper mode. And I will hit it with my very Chinese and very crappy hot air gun. So this thing is good if you want to salvage parts on leaded solder PCBs, but do not expect to do any precision work on lead-free PCBs with it, because the temperature control is just not working at all. And it loves to crank to the maximum temperature, which is over 600 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I will first start the multimeter. It is a little noisy, so I will put it on the side here so you can see the temperature. I will try not to melt it. Not the temperature, the resistance actually. The temperature is written here. So as it is 200 degrees, I will try to go somewhere around, somewhere around 300 degrees. It should be enough. I will try not to melt my multimeter or wires or anything. A little more degrees. It should be good. And if you do not keep an eye on the temperature control, in fact, it can go to the maximum without further notice. So let's start to heat the thing. I need to check the temperature. You see, we are already at 350. So I will decrease it a little bit. Okay. And now we are heating. We have no idea of how long it will take. 370 degrees. So it is designed to sense external temperature, I believe, so it should work hopefully. It is still closed circuit. I am at 400 degrees on the temperature indicator, and it is showing no reaction whatsoever. Interesting. Yes, it is hot, definitely hot air. $380. So it should trigger the thing. If nothing happens, I believe it is bad. It means this device is not working as intended. By the way, the wire here is a very high quality wire. High temperature wire, and it looks almost like aircraft grade. It looks silver coated. And as you can see, perfectly nothing is happening. maybe I need to put more temperature, because the temperature indicated on the display is in fact the temperature inside the heater element, but not really the temperature of the air coming out. So now we are at 500 degrees, and it is still showing. Here we are. I will turn off my device here. I need to let it cool down a few seconds. So this thing is still quite hot. And it looks like I am blowing on it. I can't turn this off. Yes, it is cool enough to be able to touch it, and as you can see, it is not closing again the contact. So really it seems it is a single-use device. Okay, so now what I will try to do, I will try to take a file and open it so we can try to have a look inside. So I will be right back. Okay, so after a few hours of grinding with my fake shitty Dremel knockoff, I can try to open this. So I am not sure if we will find the same components that we see here. It is partially opened, as you can see. I try to remain in the camera frame, but it is not easy. I will zoom a little bit for now. So I need to try to grab this. Okay, here we are. And yes, very interesting. So it looks like we have exactly the same parts. Look at this. We have this. I will put in the same direction. So we have this handpiece, white handpiece, with this contact tip, it seems. Very shiny, maybe it is silver coated. Then a little spring did fly away. Then I can see at least one. I need pliers. So these are very cheap Chinese pliers, but they are good actually, from Banggood. The brand is Only You, but they are very precise and quite hard metal, so are not expensive at all. So at least this was a good purchase. So we have one of these little golden discs at least, and after this, in fact, this area here, you can see the greenish cylinder is melted, it seems, and it did melt inside this spring. As you can see now, it is one single unit. Oops, here it is. So yes, the green wax maybe kind of thing, material did melt and did ingress inside this spring. So in this device I see only one golden disc. Well, actually there is another golden disc, but it is here now. So it looks like in some way the green material here, when liquid, did migrate around the second golden disk here, and was stored inside the spring. So by doing so, this space here was free, and all the volume here was absorbed inside here. So the other spring here had the opportunity to push. In fact, it is not making contact with this tip, it is insulated, as you can see. So it had the opportunity to push what? I do not see in here the star shaped. You can see the star shaped disc. I have no of them. Or maybe it did fly. Ah, yes, it is here in fact. It did fly away, but I have it here. I have it. So it did push this. Yes, I see. In fact, this gold disc, star disc here, you can see in here, is the piece that makes the contact between the case body, which is one of the terminals of the device, and between the tip here in the white insulator. So it is actually what makes the contact. So when you hit the device and your wax will migrate inside this second spring, your main spring here will push away the star disk and then break the contact, which was made like so. In fact, you can see in here, which was made between the disk and the tip here, and it is what breaks the contact. So it is interesting to see how this thing works. In fact, the heating transforms this material in a liquid that will be pushed by the action of a spring inside this spring, which has, it seems, no other purpose than being a tank, in fact. And when this spring can move, it will break the contact. Okay, so this was a little interesting experiment, by the way, to see how it works. And it did not react very quick, as you did see. So it is a delayed component for sure, because you have probably some thermal inertia inside this whatever material it is, and it takes a little bit time to melt. And for sure it is a single-use device. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.